going out with a toy stuffed in your vagina? What does it really feel like for a woman? Hi, everyone, I'm Do. How does it feel to put a remote-controlled toy in a sensitive variant, then go shopping in a mall? In order to find out, I specifically found 5 young ladies who have had such bold experiences. Let's listen to what they say. I guarantee that you will be shocked. Let's talk about Ting Ting first. She is 31 years old this year. Ting Ting told me that the first time she went to the mall with a toy stuffed in her vagina was on her anniversary with her husband. It was originally a little joke, but her husband took it seriously and asked her to put it in quickly, and then the two went shopping in the mall hand in hand. At the beginning, Ting Ting was a little nervous, but the toy was turned on at a low gear, and it felt like she was wearing a pair of special underwear. She was still thinking that this adventure would end in a dull way. But who would have thought that when she went to the accessories area, her husband suddenly played a trick and turned the remote control to the highest gear. The strong vibration hit Ting Ting instantly, and she felt her legs were as soft as noodles. She almost fell to the ground with a plump. Fortunately, her husband quickly supported her, otherwise, people around her would definitely notice something was wrong. Ting Ting now thinks back that it is said that playing with toys in public is exciting, but you really have to be careful. If you are not careful, it will be very embarrassing. Let's look at Jingyi. Her husband kept nagging her to go shopping with the remote control toys. Finally, Jingyi couldn't stand it and agreed on the condition that her husband had to treat her to Haid Ilao. On the weekend, the two of them put the toys in the parking lot and went shopping. Jingyi asked her husband to go in front and she followed behind. She also warned her husband not to turn on the switch in crowded places, but her husband's smirk made her nervous. There weren't any people in the mall on weekends. When Jingyi was waiting for the elevator, she saw her husband taking out his mobile phone and gesturing on the screen. Her heart suddenly rose to her throat, and she hurriedly warned him again that he could not use it in the elevator. After all, if the vibration sound was heard by others, she would want to find a crack in the ground to crawl into even if she wore 10 masks. Fortunately, her husband did not mess around in the elevator. After getting out of the elevator and walking in the aisle of the mall, her husband deliberately kept a distance from her. Suddenly, there was a vibration below. Although Jingyi was a little mentally prepared, she still couldn't help shivering. She quickly stopped, clamped her legs together, and leaned on the aisle railing, twisting and turning. People were coming and going around, and she didn't care at all. She carefully experienced the feeling, and her mind was full of thoughts. Her husband quickly turned off this tormenting thing. In just a few dozen seconds, she felt that her lower body was about to flood the Jingyi Mountain, and her underwear was completely wet. Later, they tried massage chairs, milk tea shops, and Ferris wheels. They felt the same every time, especially the Ferris wheel. In a high-altitude enclosed space, while overlooking the flow of people below, Jingyi said that the experience was really special. There was also 33-year-old Nana. She went shopping in a superstore for the first time. At first, she just felt a little numb and didn't take it seriously, thinking that she could handle it. As a result, her boyfriend, the little devil, suddenly turned the remote control to the maximum. Nana's legs were so weak that she could hardly stand. In a panic, she quickly held onto the shelf. She felt weak all over and wanted to find a place to sit down and rest for a while. Fortunately, she gritted her teeth and held on. When it was time to pay, her hands were still shaking. She swiped her credit card several times but failed. It was so embarrassing. Nana now firmly stated that she would never play this kind of excitement in public again. The risk is too great. If you can't control it well, you will be embarrassed. My dears, after listening to their stories, do you feel that it is both exciting and a little incredible? From a physiological point of view, women's sensitive areas are rich in nerve endings and react strongly to stimulation, which is why toys can bring such a big effect. On the psychological level, this kind of adventurous behavior in public places, on the one hand, satisfies some people's pursuit of freshness and excitement. After all, life has been too long, and occasionally they want to do something different. But on the other hand, it is accompanied by huge psychological pressure, fear of being discovered, fear of being embarrassed, and the feeling of extreme tension is probably unforgettable after experiencing it once. Everyone has the desire to explore new fun and find different excitement. But we must be clear that public places belong to everyone, not private playgrounds. Every attempt like this is like walking on a tightrope, and you have to be careful. They have to be vigilant at all times, not because their behavior affects others and makes others feel uncomfortable, but also to ensure that they do not fall into embarrassing and dangerous situations. So most young ladies, after trying it, either say that they will not try it easily again, or say that they will only dare to do it again in a special environment that is particularly safe and private. But then again, we have to respect everyone's right to choose their own lifestyle, whether it is to follow the rules or to go crazy occasionally, as long as it does not hurt others and you are happy. Life is colorful, like a gorgeous painting, and everyone's experience and choice are unique colors on the painting. We must embrace this diverse world with an open mind and look at the sisters' bold attempts with understanding. Maybe one day we can also find our own little excitement and happiness. Today's video ends here. Welcome everyone to leave a message for discussion. We will talk again next time. Bye.